Hello Nation, and welcome back to another episode here today, as we're back here for some more coaching carousel with Sherman. He is the defensive coordinator for the Utah Aggies, and today we are putting our undefeated record on the line here against two Mountain West opponents. First one is going to be a home game against San Jose State, who are currently 3-3 and 2-3 in the Mountain West. As you take a look here at their record, actually 2-0 in the Mountain West. And of course, there you see we're right now 2-0 right now. Hawaii's 3-1. Of course, they played an extra game than us. But right now, we're one of the most dominant teams, really pretty much on the defensive side of things. As we've been I believe we're in the top, I would say, top 30 in defensive numbers when it comes to total yards allowed. And of course, as well as rushing yards, we have not allowed too much rushing yards. Actually, we've given up less than 500 yards on the ground here in all the games we've been in so far here, as well as only a little over 1,000 yards in the passing game. So we've been really stingy when it comes to opponents here. Of course, we've played some pretty good, decent teams here. Obviously the biggest game of the year that we've had and we won was a game against Texas A&M Aggies. That was back in week 2. But since then, we've been on a roll pretty much for the most part here. And like I said, Coach Sherman, who is a player of Coach Bond's, Coach Sherman, he says, we're going to be a bully on the field within the limits and the rules of the game. And that's what they've been doing so far here this season. Just take a look here at San Jose. Of course, won their game against Wyoming 35-16 in their previous matchup there. And of course, they're trying to keep their head above water and trying to stay in pace here, at least in the conference right now with us. As today it's going to be a big matchup, as both teams are undefeated in the Pack, or in the Mountain West, soon to be the Pac-12. But both teams are undefeated right now. And of course, today is going to be really important for us to get a decent win here, especially a good defensive stop, as we have a lot of defensive players showing up here in today's game. We got a fullback, as well as several linebackers, and a couple of defensive backs, as well as some corners, and a couple of safeties there helping us out. Hopefully, we can sign them to a scholarship and have them be ready and hopefully improve the defensive side of the ball. Of course, as well as we got a couple offensive players as well that we like to try to bring in, as well as to advance the offensive side of things. But for the most part here, hopefully we can convince these kids to sign with us and be on the hopefully kind of be on the team here next season and try to get something started here at Utah State. So as you take a look here, this is, like I said, some of the numbers there from San Jose State. As like I said, it was a really good game there for them, and they were able to put a nice win here over the Cowboys there in the previous week. And like I said, for us, it's we've actually got quite a bit of tapes coming in of some of those players that we're looking at here. I think here in the next couple episodes here, we'll talk about some of those players that we're looking at here. But you see Adam Matthews, the quarterback for San Jose State, will not be in today's game, as he had a dislocated ankle there, and he will be out for 6 weeks. That was in that game against the Cowboys, and so his backup will come into play and take over the reins there. And there you see his Matthews numbers right now. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, 624 yards there for the season. And of course, there you see 23 carries, -4 yards for him this season on the ground. And of course, we will not be playing against him. So, of course, looking at tape, we're trying to figure out how we're going to play against ESGNet, as ESGNet is their backup, Walker ESGNet to be exact. He is their backup. He looks like he has a pretty good short range, as well as a moderate mid-range passing there. Of course, San Jose, they kind of have a little bit of a spread offense. They throw the ball around a lot. They see over 1,000 145 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for him. He's been sacked 3 times. And there you see. Actually, now as I think Matthews might have been out for several weeks now. Let's look at some of these numbers there. Floyd Chalk, the 4th, is going to be their halfback. He is from Mission Hills, California. 2-star athlete coming out of high school. And looks like his acceleration speeds look like it's pretty top notch there. And we'll have to see, and of course, a game plan around him of how we can slow him down and make sure he stays where we need him at. Just kind of neutralize him as best we can, not let him get too crazy coming out of that backfield. He has close to 500 yards for the season there, as he has 8 catches for 80 yards and a receiving touchdown. And then of course Jackson Kennan, their tight end here, he is going to be of course utilized there a little bit in the open game, but I think for the most part here he is seen as a red zone threat. And we'll definitely have to figure out how to try to make sure we don't let him get too physical on us, as he is a physical route runner there. So a young man from Sacramento, 6'2", 227 pounds, needs to be stopped somehow. 16 catches, 220 yards there. No touchdowns there for him so far here. And of course, the wide receiver, Matthew Coleman, 1-star from Carson, California. I've been there before. Beautiful, nice little town outside of LA. 6 foot, 171 pounds. And of course, he is a route artist, as he will be trying to do his best to, obviously try to run around. And we'll see here his route running. That's 79. I'm assuming he probably can run a decent deep route of some sort there. He has good hands. So we'll definitely have to play aggressive there in the passing. There you see his elusiveness as well as power. But look like his best asset right now is his quickness as well as his route running there. So, he is a junior. He's got, still got some room to improve here before, if he happens to go to the next level there. But we'll see what we can do against him, and of course against these Spartans, as we are at home here at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah, here in northern Utah. Let's get ready for this matchup here, as we are currently trying to, of course, continue our reign here as trying to be Mountain West Conference champions. Every single game, it seems like we're getting stronger and better at it, as being a dominant figure here, as we lose track of that halfback there. He gets a nice first down for there. We'll see what he can do here now on the 1st and 10, as they did move the chains. Ball's on their own 37-yard line. Again, halfback's going to keep scrambling around here, and he's going to do a good job as he gets a few more yards there, as one of our linemen happens to be going down there. We'll see now. 2nd and 6 coming up here for San Jose. So they'll drop back quickly. That'll be a quick pass there, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be there at the 47 there in Aggie territory. So new set of downs here for San Jose. Quarterback again drops back here, looks, fires this one short. Hell, he tips it himself. He tips it to himself, catches it, and it maintains control of the possession. Ball's now at the 41-yard line. And, of course, that was just by dumb luck there for their part. As they get a pass there, that's going to be completed. It's another first down. We're having trouble here trying to get these boys off the field. As we'll see a quick pass again here. As a nice little slant pass there as Riley gets the catch and gets a few yards there on the play there for San Jose. San Jose now creeping into inside our 20, and now we're finally getting to the quarterback here as we bring him down. And that's a nice stop there from our D-line there. Dude does a great job getting in there and making a nice play. A loss of 7 on that play, as we've seen. Inago Migo there, I should say, gets a nice sack, and that'll, of course, push them back. So now let's see if we can continue doing so here as we go to the 2nd and 17. Ball to 21. Pass there going to be completed, and that is going to be a nice stop there to get a gain of 3 for San Jose. San Jose now looking on the here, trying to get into the end zone here on 3rd and 14. That pass is going to be completed. They're going to get this one to the halfback there. Halfback's going to get there, but he is going to be well short as he throws a nice pass there. They're going to go ahead and go for it here on 4th down. 4th and 1 coming up. They're going to try to take 3 points. They're going to try to get those 6, and they're going to get just there at the 1 yard line there on the pass. Defense, come on. We got to buckle down here. We got to make a good play here. As now we'll see 1st and 10. Hand off to the halfback here. We make a quick stop there on the halfback in the backfield. That's a loss of about a yard or so. 2nd and goal coming up. Under 6 minutes left here. They're going to run this one on the outside here, try to stop the halfback there, and we do make the stop. As now it's going to be a 3rd and goal. So we're still, I don't know, out of the woods here yet. They can still definitely go for it on 4th down here. They're going to run this one here, and they're going to bulldoze their way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. San Jose, so we see Floyd Chalk, the 4th, gets into the end zone, and he makes a nice run there. And a good job there, staying very persistent on trying to get into the end zone, as he will get in the end zone for the first time today. Nice rushing touchdown there for San Jose as they now score. It's now 7-7 here as the offense helps out here. Nice job as they're able to move the football themselves. And that's going to be a tie ball game now here, 7 apiece. But we got to try to get the ball back as we're now looking at a 2nd and 10 coming up here for Spartans as a quick pass again up the middle there. And what is going on with our guys? They do a better job here. We're playing a little bit more zone here today, kind of just sitting back and watch the quarterback and see what he's going to do and just react. But it doesn't look like that's really helping us out here today. So we might have to play a little bit more man than we're accustomed to here. As that's it for the first quarter. As both quarterbacks look pretty similar to one another. We'll see if Barnes can, of course, score or move the ball here. I'm surprised they were able to move the football on that first drive of ours to get a touchdown there, tying this game up. As we'll see, Eget throws, and that's going to be a reception there for just a yard there on that play. Looking at a 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on our 41-yard line. Eget here throws this one off to the side, and he's going to get that ball there to his receiver. And now they're looking at a 3rd down. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 37-yard line of the Aggies. Eget here running here. He's running for his life. He's being brought down by Stewart. And that's going to be another sack there for Utah State as the fans get behind the defense here, and they're loving what they're seeing. And so we're able to push them back here. Now the question is, are they going to go for it here? As George Stewart, our left edge rusher, comes in and just tracks down the quarterback, bringing him down, get his first sack of the day. So we're able to stop them, force them to punt the ball. We punt them inside their own 8 as of course, our offense was not able to really get nothing going there for us offensively here. As we see a quick deep pass here. This one could be going to the house, but no, it's going to be stopped just short of the 30-yard line. Now they're at the Aggies 30. As we'll see now, 1st and 10 after the play. They'll go to the run here, and they'll run this one there for not really any gain there. Not much there on that play. So now we'll see 2nd and 10 coming up. Eget here drops back here, and he's going to get smothered there by a bunch of Aggies. Nice stop there. Loss of 7 on the play. It's going to put him back at the 37-yard line. Now we'll try to see if we can continue pushing them back. Here's Carl Newsmith there. Again, having a great season here. Making some good plays. One of those guys that we've seen quite often going towards the ball and making nice stops. We'll see if we can make a nice stop here on 3rd and 17. Ball now still on our 37-yard line. Drop back. This is going to be up and deep. This is going to go, and that is not going to be completed at all, as they're going to have to settle for 3 here. We'll see the kick is going to be up, and the kick is right up the middle. No problem there. And San Jose State now puts 3 on the board, and it makes it now a 10-7 ball game. As we push them back as far as we can. But we'll see here that our offense will cough up the ball, give up good field position now for San Jose State. So that puts now us on the burner here. And we have to now try to make a stop here defensively, as they did not do a good job there protecting the football. See, Eget here throws this one off there. to the side, and that's going to be a catch there for Riley, as he will get the catch, and that'll be enough there for the move the chains to the 3-yard line. Ball on the 3-yard line here, first and goal coming up, and a run here for the halfback once again. He finds a way in the end zone. Touchdown there, as that's going to be their second rushing touchdown of the day, and now they have taken the lead here, 16-7. It'll be a 10-point lead here after the extra point, as Chalk finds his way in there, and no way of stopping that here, as we now see our offense again does not do anything with their chances with the football. And now we'll see San Jose offense back here, but at least they're deep in on their own side of the field here, so we can, definitely make a good stop here and give our offense a chance to get back in the ball game. We'll see a sack there. That's going to be another one. Great play there, as the defense gets back in the back line there, get a hold of the quarterback. That's Gabriel again. We've been seeing him. He made a big play made several big plays here this season, especially last episode. He was seen a lot in that Hawaii game, as he had 4.5 sacks alone in that game, and had a very impressive showing there. We'll see what we can try to do here on this 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball their own 25-yard line. This pass is going to go up in the middle there. No, that's not going to get to anybody there. That one was kind of thrown away. We'll see now here. Chalk running this one up the middle there, as we finally be able to bring him down, as he has a nice run. See them now at the own 46-yard line here with 45 seconds left before the half. Quick pass. That's going to be thrown, and it's going to be caught, and that'll be it on that one. As a timeout is going to be called here. 17-7. Aggies are trailing here by 10. As we'll see a 2nd and 4 coming up here. As Egan here will quickly throw this one there, and that ball's going to be caught. And a nice catch there by the tight end, as he's going to get to the 40-yard line. As we'll see here, 100 passes now completed there for Walker Egan. And that ball is going to be a nice first down for them. So their best bet is they're going to try to get at least in field goal range and try to go up by 3 possessions before the half. But oh no, that receiver gets a hold of that football there, and he's got broke free there a little bit. As now with 4 seconds left, they're going to call a quick timeout, and they're going to do their best here to, of course, stack on some more points, as this cut ball is going to be kicked up the middle, and that's going to be good. It makes it now 20-7. So now we start in the second half here, and we'll see here Chalk's going to run this one here. Nice job there from him, as he's able to make a run there. He's having an excellent day on the ground. 2 rushing touchdowns, and of course he's just breaking away here from the defense, as we're not been doing a good solid job of stopping the run here. And it now seems like the same thing with the pass as well. But we need some help there from the offense here. At some point here, they got to get themselves together, as we're making a nice stop there. Great job there for the defensive back, leaping up there and batting that one away. It'd been nice if he actually would have caught that. We'll see now 2nd and 10 coming up. Pass there. That ball's going to sail away from the receiver. So Egan now up again here on 3rd down. He's been successful here today on 3rd downs. See if he's going to be that way here, as he'll see a pass here. This one's going to go up and deep, and that ball is going to get broken up. As now they'll kick another field goal here. This field goal, of course, put them up, and this one is, might have got it tipped a little bit there, as they were able to jump that, time that just pretty well there. That might have got blocked a little bit, but that ball is not going to be any good. As we'll see, Utah State offense able to move the football there, putting up a 7 on the board here, making it now 21-14. Still a 2-possession lead here for San Jose. As we'll see 2nd and 12 coming up after that failed run. Egan here now runs, and he's going to have to throw this one away as he goes throws that one right behind his own lineman there. So now 3rd and 12 coming up here. He's dropping back here. He's going to heave this one here high and deep. This is going to go up, and this one is going to get battered away. Nice job there for the defense, and we force them to punt. Now, Utah State offense is getting something going here now. So we have now a 1-point lead here, as they're able to get down the field quickly and score. As we'll see the pass being thrown incomplete as we get to the quarterback just as he threw the football there. A nice play there for the defense. 2nd and 10. Hand off from Chalk again. And this time he is not being so lucky here. We're getting more wise to their ways of running the football. We'll see now third and 13 actually. And we'll see Egate here has to run here. And he's in trouble here because for whatever reason he was running in place there. We'll take advantage of that and make a nice sack. And that's going to put him at a 4th and 17 with only 10 minutes left here. Now we got a chance to give the ball back to the offense. And the offense hopefully can be able, of course, take care of the football, but at the same time, try to get in scoring position here and try to put up 3, and that's exactly what they do. So nice job there as we have a 4-point lead. Now we got to help them out by trying to get this ball back as quickly as we possibly can. Run there for Chalk. He gets a few yards on the play. 2nd and 2 coming up with just 7:45 left. Egate here will run this one here, or he'll break a tackle before he is finally brought down. And he's going to be just short of the first down. We'll see now 3rd and 1 coming up here for San Jose. San Jose here trying to run this one there, and they do run the QB sneak. And they are successful on that one as they get a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10, handoff here. Chalk in the backfield there. Oh, nice stiff arm there. But he is going to be finally brought down by 2 Aggies there on that play. That's going to be a gain of 2 on that carry. We'll see what they can do now on the 2nd and 8. As a good screen pass there, and Chalk's going to get around that defense as he does get it up there to get, again, another first down. Ball on the 20-yard line here. Drop back here for Egate. Yes, he'll throw this one up there. That's going to be thrown, and it's going to be quickly dropped by the receiver. Nice play there for the defense, covering that receiver, making him drop the football. Hearing those footsteps there. Getting a little nervous. He'll see a pass now being made. That one's going to be completed. As now they're looking at a 3rd down here. So 3rd and 4 coming up here on their own 34-yard line. We'll see Egate here throws this one up there. That's going to be caught by the receiver. He's going to come down with it. And that's going to be a new set of downs, putting them at the 43-yard line. 4:45 left here in the 4th quarter. Got to make a stop here, fellas. As we almost had the quarterback there on that sack. But we over-pursued. And now we're trying to get a hold of Chalk, and he just keeps breaking plays as he's just kind of breaking away from this, breaking away the tackles from the spin. 2nd and 3 coming up as we'll see Chalk again. Oh, nice move, spins to that one again, and of course, get himself that extra yard or 2. We'll see now 3rd down coming up here, 3rd and 2. Got to be very focused here. As we drop, we'll see Egate here drops back here. That ball's going to be caught. That's going to be going into the end zone here, but it's going to get quickly stopped there. Nice job there in the last second, as he was almost going to break that one away. As Egate here now has the football here. He's going to call his own number as he gets to the 14-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play, as he is telling the referee that he should have forward progress on that play, but they say otherwise. As Gilbert makes another nice sack here. And, of course, we are just trying to do our best to, even a field goal here could hurt us. As, of course, our offense is now finally getting the ball moved, but, worst case scenario, that we'll be only up by a point here, and that's just too close to call. As we bring down the quarterback again, a nice play there. That time, that's a 6-yard loss. That puts them at 3rd and 18. They're on our 20-yard line. And we're looking to try to see if we can stop him here again, as Fana here makes another nice tackle, his 2nd of the day. As a big bad Samoan gets a hold of him, makes a nice stop. We'll see now what they can do here on 3rd and 18. Of course, it is going to be a pass play situation. Got to get to the quarterback. Nice fumble there. We're looking for the ball. We can't recover it. They do get possession here, but that's going to put them back now at the 35-yard line. It's going to be a 4th and 34 for them. We'll see what they're going to do here. Of course, obviously, you imagine the situation as Tyrese Morris being shown here in this replay. Did a great job there getting a hold of the quarterback and making him pop it backwards. Still making the play with the ball live. 2 minutes left here as we get to the 2-minute warning. And now, San Jose's got to try to get down the field here on this 4th down. They got quite a bit of a feat here for themselves. As we'll see, Egate here throws this one off the sideline, near the sidelines there, and the receiver cannot get there. And that's going to be it there. As we come out of this one, winning this one by 4. Final score, 24-17. 20 here today, as we get a very nice victory here at home against one of the top teams in the Mountain West. The Spartans come up short here in this one, as we just did a great job pinning our ears back, especially when it counted there towards the end on that third down, pushing them all the way back. And of course, the fourth down, what team has a play that it's going to help you on 4th and 34? I mean, you're just pretty much hoping for a miracle to happen, or especially in some cases a PI happen, and that did not happen, and they will come up short, as we did throw one interception in the game. That was Barnes there on offense, but for the most part, the defense did a great job there, playing like there was no tomorrow, and really just did a great job there, pushing the Spartans back there towards the end. A little scary, but nonetheless, it was a good way to keep themselves alive here, and of course get the win. Jacobs 25 carries on 78 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns there from him. So they're able to move the ball through the ground. Barnes 5 carries for 24 yards. Of course, we do have one. Brock Lane, actually the tight end, got a touchdown there. 3 carries, or 3 receptions, I should say. 28 yards for him on the day. Thompson had the most yardage there, 3 catches for 57 yards. So the offense is getting something going there. Hopefully, with some of these offensive line that we had showing, because we had both offense and defensive linemen and a couple of defensive backs here today. Hopefully, we have now convinced them to sign with us, and hopefully they will be players that will be a huge improvement to both sides of the line, both offense and defense. And let's take a look at some last finishing numbers here of the day. Of course, Gilbert had another great day there. 3 tackles, 3 TFLs from him, as well as 2 sacks. He is definitely absorbing a lot of the information there, like Shelton Sherman did back in his days at Highland. As we take a look here at more of the numbers as well. And overall, this is just like I said, great game there. Good win there. Defensive help. There was actually a good defensive win there. As the offense, I was not for sure if they were going to get themselves together going into the second half, being down by 2 scores. It's just like, okay, guys, we've been putting you guys in good field position here. We're leaving enough time on the clock there for you guys to do something with. And they were not doing, not really helping us out in that first half of this game. But then second half, something must have been said during halftime. I don't know if Coach Shelton Sherman said something to the offensive coordinator and the head coach about it, telling him, hey, my boys are out here killing themselves to try to keep this game alive and trying to get the offensive ball back and let them do their thing. And you guys are not even getting, not really doing anything to get anything moving there. So might have ruffled some feathers there with some people, but that's how pretty much Shelton Sherman is a lot of times, especially when he was a player. So as we see here, Nate Pitts, our Mike linebacker, he is going to be signed, a 2-star kid from Salt Lake City. So he's a local kid, and that is nice to see here, as he is going to be a part of our defense. So we'll see how that will play out next season, as he has now signed with us here. So now we get ready for the next game as we take on the New Mexico Lobos. As the Lobos, of course, here we've seen them before not necessarily in this. Well, we're just now seeing them in this series, but we've seen it in past series. If you guys watched my Twitch stream about 2 years ago, we had a UTSA series, and we had played against them quite a few times there. And now, of course, this is a road game, as we'll be heading to New Mexico. Now, last week, New Mexico played Nevada 24-17 in that game, as they were pretty dominant in the first half, especially in the second quarter there, going to halftime with a 17 with a 3-point lead, 17-14. Then both teams did a good job here neutralizing each other in this third quarter. And then the fourth quarter, that's when the fun started beginning, as both teams were having a tug of war. And New Mexico, the Lobos, able to come in here and clean up and score 7 points there and get this win. Now, before this win here, they had a 4-game losing streak, and that was, of course, not the way how you want to, any losing streak is a terrible time. You got Scotty Humphreys here, who is helping them out. He's from Seattle. The young man there coming out of the backfield, they're having a good game there against them. And of course, wide receiver there, Isaiah Blair, who we're going to have to watch out for. 8 catches, 156 yards there for him. But Buckley, 5 catches, 49 yards, and a touchdown as well. So those 2 players we'll definitely be watching for, especially Humphreys. Don't get it twisted. He had 4 carries, or I should say 4 receptions for 37 yards, but he's also got some pretty decent hands on him as a kind of a receiver, or a back that can run the ball as well. So those guys are kind of the ones we're going to be watching out for here today. But yeah, they had a 4-game losing streak and now turned it around here. And of course, they would like to keep that streak going, this winning streak that at least they have right now going. And of course, knock off by far one of the best teams in the Mountain West. As you take a look here, they lost to Michigan, which was ranked. They, of course, won FCS Northwest. Then had a brutal fight there with UCLA. And, of course, their in-state rival there. Of course, you always want to try to win those. But, yeah, they had a tough time here as of late. Got a couple wins here and there, but yeah, they have definitely been, in a couple of the games here, those last 4 games there, 2 of those 4 games, they were close games. They could have won it, but turnovers and just bad decision from passing or rushing or whatever just did not help them that much, and they came up short. Derek Hill is, of course, their quarterback there, 2-star kid from their in-state kid. AC has a pretty good short accuracy and, of course, as well as mid-range accuracy. Need a little help with his deep range as he's at 76. But he has quickness there where he's kind of almost capped at. But his IQ is pretty average as well. So we'll see what he can do here. As you see there, 1,536 yards, 7 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Been sacked 7 times so far this season. He's completed 48% of his passes. So he'll definitely have to be, of course, monitored. And of course, I think we should be able to be decent against him. We should be able to control where we want him to throw at, and come at him with different looks here. Especially, I think for the most part here is we might have to really ramp up on the blitzing here today. We'll see if that'll be the case. Talking to Coach Sherman about that, and he says that was one of the things he was also looking at when he looked at game film is there. He says that he seems like he'll doesn't do a good job there when he's under pressure, and kind of throws the ball wherever, just trying to get rid of it. Doesn't really like to take sacks. So we'll see if that'll be the case here today. And of course, Scotty Humphreys, there's 110 carries for 528 yards. He had 6 rushing touchdowns. He's had 1 fumble this season, and he's an east to west playmaker there. So we'll see if we can stop Humphreys in that game, as he is a very good player there that likes to stretch out the run going east and west, and amazingly just is able to pull off some pretty good runs and get the ball where he wants it. Johnson, young man from Omaha, Nebraska, 6 foot, 185 pounds, and of course he's a 3-star kid. He is currently injured right now. He has a knee cartilage tear. He's going to be out for at least another week. But his quickness is very appealing. His hands are getting better, and of course his route running is. He was on the run of having some pretty good games here in the last couple of weeks. But ever since I think it was 2 weeks ago, I think he hurt himself. He's been down, and of course he's right now trying to fight back to get back in the starting lineup. Thomas is another player here. He's their tight end who has, look at his hands there. He got decent hands. Route running does need some work there, but that, for the most part here, if he's in the red zone, he is a dangerous individual. He is also a pure blocker, so you don't see too many tight ends that block there. But don't get that twisted. Like I said, he is a excellent player in that red zone, and we'll have to make sure we kind of obviously make sure he does not get his hands on the football. Here's 2 injuries they have. They got a torn pectoral there. The young man's going to be out for the rest of the season. Of course, like I said, Johnson going to be out with that knee cartilage tear. He was lucky enough that it wasn't serious, because other than that, he would have been out for the rest of the season. But he's going to possibly be back next week, and probably have a limited role to his play. But here we are, getting ready for this one here, as we're taking on the Lobos here in New Mexico, here in Albuquerque, and we'll see if we can, of course, continue the run that we've been on as of late here. And hopefully today the offense will get something going here for us and help us out, not put so much pressure on us like they did in that last game there. And we'll see now, 1st and 10, pass going to be thrown up there, and that ball is going to be dropped as the receiver could not get his hands on it. So now 2nd and 10 here from Hill, as he'll run this, or he hands this one off to Humphreys, as Humphreys will run that one out of the backfield there for a 1st down. 1st and 10 coming up here, ball on the 35-yard line, as Hill here will be dropped down the backfield there, as Olivo there gets a hold of him, as Hill's, of course, hurting on that play there. He's definitely wasn't thinking that was going to be the case there. He thought he was pretty well protected, but no, our will linebacker coming in there and getting the sack. And that's a good blitz play there from the defense coordinator. Like we said, he's going to try some blitzes here at him and try to make him uncomfortable. Oh, you see the ball being popped out, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. 3rd and 17 coming up here for New Mexico. As Hills will drop back in the pocket here, looking down the field here, and hit as he throw the football, and that receiver cannot get a hold of it, and they'll be forced to punt. We'll see now, ball on the 3-yard line. Here trying to make a quick stop, and we do, as we push Scotty Humphreys back 2 yards. At the loss of 2 on the play here, we'll see now ball at the 1st and 10. And we'll see drop back, and we'll see a quick pass there. That's going to be caught, and not much yardage there for them on that play. We'll see what they can do here now. 4th down. Oh, big play there as we get a turnover here. Mike Lowell trying to take this one back for a pick 6, and he's going to bring that one back to the 2 there for Utah State, as we could get Hills right there in the end zone. I thought we had a safety, but he was able to get that play off. And now the Aggies offense now has a chance here to get 6 points of their own, as Mike Lowell, Sam linebacker there, does a great job being right there where he needed to be there on that play. Utah State does take advantage of that turnover and does turn to points, putting 6 on the board. It's now 7-0 as Hills here drops back in the pocket. That one gets thrown there quickly. Lowell makes the tackle, but it's already a 1st down here for the Lobos. Lobos trailing here now by a possession. As we'll see a handoff, play action, dropping back here for Hills. Hills throws this one up there. That's going to be caught and thrown and stopped at the 39 as they get the 1st down on that play. Hills seems like he's been more aware of what they're trying to do out there, as we'll see a quick hand up in the air there by the defense. Nice stop there from the linebacker. 2nd and 10 coming up. As we'll see here, Humphreys now has the football here, trying to run this one out of the backfield. A loss of 2 on the play. Makes it a 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Lobos. Less than 6 minutes left here in the 1st quarter. Hills here drops back in the pocket, scrambling for his life. Throws this one up there, finds his receiver, and he's going to get enough there to get the 1st down. As we'll see, ball on the 25-yard line now of the Aggies, as the Lobos here trying to creep and get into the inside the 20 here, but they're, of course, taking their time, making sure they can figure out and see any kind of mismatches here. As we'll see, Hills gets hit as he threw the football there, and that's going to be picked off by Lowe again as he gets his 2nd interception. This kid is right where he needs to be. Perfect timing there from him so far now, twice now. We'll see if our team, our offense here, more or less here, can get the ball. And oddly enough, you know, our offense has not had a first down yet, an offensive first down. They have not had that yet here at all here today. And they, of course, lead the ball game, as they do finally get an offensive first down, and now get themselves with a 2-possession lead here. Now 14-0. So offense is coming alive here today. Must have been a lot of good play during the practice week, and find some plays that works for them to move down the field. As we'll see the Aggies take a 2-possession lead here going in the second quarter. It's 14-0 here in Albuquerque, as the Lobos in action. And of course, struggling right now against this Aggies defense. Down by 2 possessions. We'll see what they can do here in the second quarter. First and 10 here, ball on their own 38-yard line, as we'll see a run, and that'll be a short carry. Not much, if anything, on that play. 2nd and 9 coming up, as we'll see a run here. Run this one. That is going to be a successful run, and that's going to be a first down there for the Lobos. As you see, Hills trying to get rid of the football here quickly. He knows he doesn't have much time, and this is look at this play. Nice job getting up the field there, making a nice successful catch and run. As we'll see a new set of downs here for the Lobos. 1st and 10. Lobos now at the 21-yard line of the Aggies, and they'll make a very quick stop there on that reception. We'll see now 2nd and 12 coming up. As we'll see a handoff here. Tight end's going to run this one instead, playing that fullback position. And Hills look like Buckley's going to come down, as he is hurting, grabbing his side there. So now 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Lobos. As Hills here throws one up there, and he's going to find a receiver. The receiver's going to come down with a nice stop as Cooks get a hold of the receiver. But that's going to be enough for a first down regardless. So see a stop here from on to the running back there, and he's going to get a few yards on that carry. We'll see what they can do here on this 2nd and goal here. Ball on the 1-yard line, and of course wide open up the middle there. Lobos on the board here for the first time, and they score. It's now 14-6. Lobos trailing here, as Scotty Humphrey makes a nice carry here, getting themselves in the end zone. As they did a good job there, really nickel and diamonds there on that drive. There wasn't expecting that. We were expecting more of the pass than we were the run. This is a deep pass. This is going to go up, and cannot come down with it, as that ball was nicely thrown there deep, but the receiver just could not get his hands on it. 2nd and 10 coming up, and now Hill's going to be dropped there as the defense gets a hold of him. Nice job there from the D-line. Getting to the quarterback there. Losing a loss of 4 there on the play. It's going to be now 3rd and 14. Pass here. That's going to be caught. And nice job there as the fullback there gets a hold of that one. 21-7 as Utah State offense getting something going now for us, as they've now scored 3 touchdowns by themselves without our help, with the exception of maybe the turnovers. But yeah, this has been a good job here. We see a safety coming in here. Nice job as Larson makes the tackle in the backfield there, and Hills, you see he is hurting there. As we'll see a 2-point now come up here, as that's going to be a safety for the Lobos, or the safety on the Lobos, and a nice safety for our squad, as our team defense, or I should say the offense there, gets a chance to get 3 points on the board, now making it out 26-7. So we get the 2 points plus the punt, and then we turn around, get down all the way down to the point where we can kick a field goal and put some more points up on the board. So 5 points really in that after that safety. See a pass being broken up there deep for Hills, as he'll be on his own 20-yard line here, 1st and 10. And we'll see Humphreys runs this one, as he'll get up about a gain of about 7 on that carry. We'll see 2nd and 3 coming up. Ball on the 27. And we'll see Hills here has to run for this one. He's trying to run for the Hills there, as he's going to get sacked there by Morris. Nice job there from Morris making a play, as the defense again still just putting rough shot here on this Lobo quarterback. and being very dominant in the backfield there. I've not let him be comfortable whatsoever, and coming at him at all different types of angles. And of course, from blitzes to just really good pass coverage there, locking down their defenders locking down the receivers, and really making them go for these 50-50 balls here. As that's going to be a ball that's going to be incomplete. So they'll be forced to punt. We'll see here. They'll get the ball back as we had a quick 3-and-out offensively. And now they're throwing the ball down again here down the field as Heels here just really struggling here. Doesn't know what to really do here in this situation. They're down. But they still have enough time. It's only midway through the third quarter, or late third quarter here. They still got a whole another quarter to play. And they can definitely turn things around if they can just find the right plays to, of course, get around this defense. As we'll see a nice stop there for the defense. That's going to be the 5th sack of the game here now for the defense. As Fauna here finds the quarterback there. And Hills is probably cussing up a storm here, telling his guys, hey, get this a-hole off of me. He's already coming at me already now several times here in today's game. We'll see now, 3rd and 15 coming up. Ball on the 21-yard line. Drop back quick there. They're going to find the tight end, and he's going to get there, I should say the fullback there, and makes a quick stop. Still 26-7. Under a minute left here in the third quarter. Hills here drops back here. Hills trying to find somebody. Finds his fullback. Fullback gets the football there, and that's going to be enough as he gets the catch for the first down. 20 seconds left here. 1st and 10 here in the third quarter. Hills again. Quickly drops back. Fires this one as he's offensive line trying to be more aware, or at least they seem like they're being more aware now, and really trying to stop this blitzing and these pass coverage situations, these pass rushes and stuff from happening to their QB. Now you see the current top 25 there. And we'll see what we can do here now as we go to the 4th and final quarter of this ball game. Still 26-7. And so we'll see a 2nd and 5 coming up here. Hills here throws one off to the right-hand side. He's going to get a catch, and that's going to be enough there for the first down. He's going to be marked at the 43. 1st and 10, pass there, going to be completed. And a group of Aggies try to bring down Thomas there on that play as he's finally brought down. That'll be a 2nd and 3 coming up. And Hills here going to call his own number. He's going to break a tackle or two before he finally is going to get roped up there at the 41. So now ball on the 41-yard line in Aggie territory here. New Mexico here trying to move the football. Hills here throws this one up there, finds a receiver. Pass is going to be completed, and it's going to be enough there for the first down. It's 2 Aggies right there, and they are able to make the stop, but unfortunately too soon, too little, too late, as that ball's going to be up the middle there. Great pass there. The QB throwing that one on the as wild as he was getting hit there. So nice job there absorbing the hit and getting the pass. We'll see a pass there being completed again. As there's a little screen pass, and able to get that one to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up here for the Lobos as we'll find Humphreys again. He dives in there for the touchdown. And the Lobos now gotten themselves back in this ball game here, as it's going to be a 26-14 game, depending on if they go for the 2-point conversion to try to at least get a little closer now to us. As that's going to be Scotty Humphrey's 2nd rushing touchdown of the day, as they are successful that time in the red zone. It's 26-14. Less than 6 minutes left here. We got to make a defensive stop here. At least get the offense the ball back here so they can control the clock. 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 24-yard line. Lobos here have the football on their side of the field here. Humphreys here breaking a tackle and shimmying around there, and as he'll get to the 26. We'll see a 4th and 4 coming up here as Hills here drops back in the pocket, throws that one up there. That's going to be completed, but not enough to get the first down. And, of course, Utah State is able to get the ball back. They get good field position. They get a field goal, making it 29-14, but still left a lot of time on the clock here for the Lobos. As we'll see now, 29-14. Lobos here, dropping back. Hills here, breaks that pass being broken up there by the defense. Nice job We'll see what they can do now here on 3rd and 3. Heels again, throws a screen pass there. That pass is going to be completed there by Humphreys. Humphreys able to get the catch there, but he's going to get tiptoed out of the 31-yard line. 4th and 4 coming up here for Heels. Heels going to run this one, looking for a block. He's going to get a block, and he's going to get the first down. Nice carry there from him. As now he's calling a no huddle now, trying to get down the field here quickly. Of course, they have all their timeouts. He's making some adjustments on the line here. Can't do too much change in there, as he is going to get drilled there by Gabriel as he gets a hold of him for another sack. Nice job there. Clock still ticks away. 2-minute warning coming up here. We'll see if they get the play off. They do. Hills here again, drops back. That one's going to just sail out of the way of the receiver, as that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 17 coming up here. Ball on their own 31-yard line. Hills again drops back here. Hills going to be met up by Gabriel again. And Gabe again gets a hold of the quarterback. I believe that's his 3rd or 4th one of the game. 4th and 25 here. This is going to be pretty much a Hail Mary, and that he could not do anything on that one. As he actually, I think they threw that one on against against his own offensive line there. As we put the hurting on him, and then we come out here walking out with a nice victory here. 29-14 is your final, as the defense just smothers him towards the end there. Great job there from them as we pull off the victory, get a nice another victory here. 2nd win in a row here today, as this team is red hot. So we're now 8-0 right now in overall play. Yeah, so yeah, we're looking very good right now, as we're getting another victory here and looking like the top dogs here of the Mountain West. And to take a look at some of the scores here, I was really impressed with the offense here today, even though we didn't see, obviously didn't see them in play, but they were actually doing a great job there. When we get in the turn, those first 2 interceptions we got, they turned them into points. Wow, it is possible for taking turnovers and creating points. I was very happy for that to be the case here in today's game, as obviously we got that first interception within 10 yards there when they turned the ball over, and they were turn points, which I'm like, okay, you guys got to at least score. You guys got to score a touchdown here. It's like it's a very short field here for you guys. And then when we got that second one, when we were deep in our own side of the field, they were able to move the ball and get down the field as well. So I figured, okay, 14-0 first quarter. Offense, we're giving them. We got the turnovers there for them. They're turning the points. Let's just keep this up. Let's keep this momentum up. And they did a great job of that. And of course, towards the end there, obviously, kind of wearing down some. They were only able to get a field goal. They got another touchdown or so, but a lot of them were more field goals there, and we were able to get the victory there. So nice job. 191 yards there for Heels, as he just could not handle that pressure there. Like I said, Coach Sherman said that, hey, he's going to be pulling, he's going to be coming at him in all different directions, a lot of blitzes. More so the coverage there. They did a good job there. Our DBs, corners and safeties did a great job there of just really blanketing the receivers there, and not really letting him get a chance. And of course, he a couple times had to run out, go down the field, and kind of look and see what's going on, and of course run the ball himself. But yeah, we did a great job there of just coverage wise, just making him suffer and make him hurt, and not really letting him. He's wanting to throw, and he's not too fast, so he can't really get down the field, running wise. So we were able to get a hold of him and make a nice little statement there to him. Is, yeah, bro, you're gonna have to find something. You got to find another way to get this ball down the field. Barnes, 18 of 33, 214 for him. He completed 54% of his passes there. No touchdowns, no interceptions. But Jacobs, 21 carries, 69 yards. Giggity. 2 rushing touchdowns there for him. His longest run was 24 yards for the day. Davis, 3 carries for 5 yards and a touchdown. So nice job there for the rushing game. And then, of course, like I said, the passing game, we had a couple guys there with some nice passing yards. Boyd with 6 catches for 81 yards, but no touchdowns from any of those receivers there. Even they got all of them got at least a reception. They could not get themselves into the end zone there. So a lot of good work there from the rushing side of things there. Usually, it seems like Utah does the kind of the opposite of how I play. Run the ball, set up the pass, and then of course and then try to score. They kind of do the opposite. They pass and then set up the run inside, and that's how they score their points there. So, but hey, it's working. Hopefully we'll have more better success with the offense here, because there are some areas and plug in. We're trying to fill in some gaps there when it comes to that side of the ball there with the some of the players that we're looking at scouting wise. Larson, of course, had a nice game here as well. He had a nice safety that helped us get 2 points as well. So that was very helpful for us in the game. Take a look here. Matt Lowell is your Mountain West Defensive Player of the Week there against in Week 9 versus New Mexico. So great job there from him. And as you take a look here, we're in Week 10. It is a bye week, and so that means we get a chance to rest up some of our players that are kind of banged up right now, and of course get a chance, an extra week of preparing for the next 2 games coming up, and you'll see those here in the next episode, as we'll be taking on the Wolfpack of Nevada and I believe UNLV in the next episode there in week 11 and 12. We'll also take a quick look at, I believe, at some of the recruiting as well that we're trying to try to get guys signed up, and a couple of them. We got several guys in our top 5. There's one particular that I have that I've been trying to go after here, and looks like we're not going to be able to get him, so we kind of decided to let him go. But for the most part here, all the guys that we got in either our top 5 or top 3, we have a really, really good shot at getting here. We just got to be more dominant. We got to be more aggressive when it comes to the defensive side of things. And not to mention, offense you guys got to play. You got to be able to score here. We got to really convince these guys here. We got actually quite a few players actually showing up for that Nevada game there. So that's going to be really important for us, as we got, I want to say it's about 5 or 6 players showing up for that game. So hopefully we can convince them to sign with us and we get some more recruits. But that is it for this episode of the Coaching Carousel with Shelton Sherman. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And, of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on ESGNet Plus LP. It's been a lot of fun playing this Utah team, especially on the defensive side of things. And looking forward to more, as we're almost getting close to wrapping up the regular season here. We got 2 more regular season games. And then obviously we'll get a decent bowl game here, because we are eligible for a bowl game. But we'll get should be a shoe-in for the Mountain West title, the championship game there for that. And of course, I think the best team with the best record hosts that, so that's gonna be a big plus for us. And I say we got a bowl game as well. So we got 2 more regular season games and then 2 postseason games coming up here as we get wrapped up. So man, we're about to wrap up the first season within 7 episodes. I like this. I like this pace. But we'll see how things go for those games here very, very soon here on the channel. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, Aggie Nation, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.